everybody, the Great Dino Ranger here again, back with another video. Today, it's kind of a review, not really though. It's basically going to be kind of the same thing what I did recently with all the Jurassic World things that I got for Christmas. You know, there's just so much to review. I don't have the time to really pinpoint to do everything individually, so I'm going to kind of do like a brief overview of my thoughts in one video. And this time it's not Jurassic World, it's actually some of the Godzilla figures from Playmates, specifically the ones for the Godzilla Kong the New Empire toy line. And I reviewed Kong with the B.E.A.S.T Glove already, but since then I've just gotten a whole bunch, and I just thought, you know, it'd be nice to kind of do like a video like this, you know, kind of showing off all the ones I have, you know, that I've gotten recently, and then you know, just kind of talking about it, giving off my own thoughts and opinions about every single one. So I'm a huge Godzilla fan, in case any of you guys did not know, especially with the MonsterVerse, and I can't wait for this new movie. And these toys are really great too, so I'm really happy to have these in my collection. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and take a look at all of them individually. Yeah, so we're gonna start off with the littlest pack first, and that's the Suko with Titanus Doug. We'll start with Suko. So as we saw in the trailer, Suko is another smaller Kong-like ape, Titan, whatever, in the Hollow Earth. So this could be a whole Son of Kong scenario going on here that's, you know, incorporated into the MonsterVerse. So really nice sculpt on this little guy. I like how you can see like a scar on his eye, so I'm not sure if he's gonna get that from anything or not. Maybe Scar King, who knows. But really solid sculpt on this one, solid paint job, you know, pretty much, you know, captures the look of this little guy. I like how it has like waist articulation, so that's very interesting. And then the legs are really articulated, as well as the arms, including the wrists. So there's a lot of articulation for this little figure. And I like the green eyes too, so really nice little Suko figure. And then we got Titanus Doug, which I think is super cool how that name is now officially canon into the MonsterVerse. That was like a meme, I believe. They just named this giant Hollow Earth lizard Titanus Doug, and I guess it's official now, so that's pretty awesome. So here's Doug. Really cool looking figure. It's almost like a solid piece of plastic, at least a solid color, you know, but it looks really good. I like the detail on it with the spikes and the osteoderms, you know, very crocodilian like. And the face is looking nice too, with the tiny teeth and the dot for an eye, which actually looks pretty good. I'm not going to complain there. But yeah, just a nice little figure, and I like how it's small, so it's kind of size accurate with the rest of the figures. The neck can swivel, so there's no jaw articulation, and each of the limbs can move back and forth, and then the tail is on a ball joint, so nice range of motion there. But yeah, really nice little duo set right here. And then of course the Suko came with a rock, which actually feels and looks like an actual rock that someone just picked up from outside and just put it in the packaging. That's how realistic it feels and looks. I'm not sure if this is anything that's going to be in the movie or not, but I guess we'll have to wait and see, because he can throw it. So yeah, here's a little heave for, I guess, size comparison, I guess, according to like a human vehicle, because all these things are just ginormous. But yeah, there's that for comparisons. Next up, we'll take at Godzilla Evolved. So this is Godzilla's brand new evolved or design look for the movie. Obviously it has a purpose. You know, he's probably evolving to better be prepared to take on Scar King, Shimo, and his entire army. So he's got to be, you know, pretty much, you know, up to bat with all these villains here. But really nice detail. I really like the new look of the spikes going on here, so really nice looking. The figure is really nice itself, you know, nice sculpting all over the place. You know, it's your classic Playmates Godzilla figure. I like the Thagomizer looking spikes in the tail, like a Stegosaurus. That's pretty cool. Very interesting how they have certain spikes painted, and then the ones on the back are just translucent. It kind of looks off in some poses, you know, some angles, but it's not too bad in person. And the eye, actually, I was actually going to complain about the eye being too big, but it doesn't look too bad in person, though I still think it should be a bit smaller, just in my opinion, because all the other ones are smaller too. And then obviously I wish the elbow spikes were painted. That's probably the only thing I really don't really like. But as you can see here, compared with the normal Godzilla before he evolves, there's a huge difference, you know, obviously in colors, the design of the spikes, and obviously just the overall build of Godzilla. You know, this new one has got a thicker neck, he's a lot more thin, he's got longer arms, longer legs. You know, he's a lot more fit, and probably allows him to be more faster and stronger when fighting tougher opponents, which he's gonna need that, I have a feeling. So, and here is Kong compared to Godzilla, which they look pretty nice together. You know, you can kind of recreate that awesome scene from the movie when both of them are running towards the camera in that awesome money shot of the trailer. But yeah, really cool. Next up, we'll take a look at probably my most anticipated figure of the line, and that's Shimo. So this is a brand new Titan introduced into the Monsterverse. I believe it's some sort of ice creature because of the name of the frostbite blast that he comes with. And obviously he looks like an ice monster, you know, looks very much like a dragon, you know, very dragon-like, but really cool. Now this one that I have along with Scar King are the ones I got in the 2-packs. I actually ended up getting those just to get Scar King and Shimo faster, and then I just gave the Kong and Godzilla to my dad. I just really wanted these guys, but you know, they're still basically the same figure, just added paint. And I really do like the paint added on this Shimo with the blues and the turquoise colors. It makes it more like an ice monster, in my opinion. And really great detail on Shimo. You know, a lot of nice, beautifully sculpted scales, or plates, whatever you want to call them, all over the body. And the tail is looking really nice too. I like the design of the sculpt and the design of the spikes, which look very crystal-like. And then you got a huge array of spikes on the back, which all of them are translucent, so it pops when you hold it up against the light. And I just love the color, like the bluish purple color. You got a lot of nice articulation on the neck here, which is really nice, much like the Jurassic World Danger Pack figures. The tail is on a ball joint, so lots of movement there. Yeah, I really do like the head sculpt on Shimo. Really cool looking, really unique compared to other monsters that we've seen in the Monsterverse. And then lastly, here we got Scar King. Like I said, this is part of the 2-pack version, so the only difference is that there's added brown, like dry brushing or spray paint, whatever, to this figure that kind of adds more of like the evil look to him, in my opinion, almost like a dirty look, you know, especially on his whip. But it looks really nice though. Overall, Scar King is a really cool looking figure. This is obviously the main villain of the movie, and he's looking really nice too. He looks a lot more thin, which probably allows him to be a lot more agile when compared to Kong. So he's probably going to be a pretty formidable foe to Kong. Yeah, I really do like the detail of the hair, and then basically just the overall detail is really nice on this one, and the articulation is good too, much like Kong. I like the war paint that's painted on him as well. Makes him stand out, especially with the other Kongs that are in his army. And yeah, so really nice articulation. I really do like the waist, or like the chest, you know, swivel at the top. His whip slash is what it's called, can actually come apart, so that he can hold it. It's not bendy or anything, so I mean, you can't pose it. It's not bendy wire, but it is pretty flexible. But it's going to stay in that curved pose for a majority of the time, and you can actually make him hold it here on the little handle part that can easily connect with that jaw that's at the end of it. And then there you go. He's got his cool little whip. I believe that's his main weapon in the film, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. And we'll go ahead and compare Scar King with Kong, and you can definitely see there's a huge difference in terms of like body mass. Kong's like really buff and, you know, just kind of thick and muscular. Scar King is also muscular, but he's a lot more thin, so he's kind of got like that orangutan look to him with the longer limbs and that somewhat slimmer build. That's kind of more like a chimp, I would say, too. But they look really cool, though. I'm not sure if this is accurate to scale or not. King seems like he would be someone that would tower over Kong, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. And then here is the cool little diorama sets that you can get with the 2-packs. I think they're all places that are in the Hollow Earth according to the movie, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. But they look really cool, though. They're really great for display, or if you're going to take a picture for toy photography or whatever. But they are really cool, though. They were fun to put together, and it's obviously just kind of cool to mess around with and to display your different figures around here to create some cool scenes. You got the cool little like rib cage of some large animal, which is even bigger than some of these other Titans that we have figures of. So that is one huge animal if that's the case. And then we got a bunch of crystals, Hollow Earth crystals. And then we got this really cool lava set. That could be in King's lair, but it's like a bunch of like rock with a bunch of lava pouring down from the Hollow Earth, which is pretty cool. Adds to King's vibe. And interestingly, there's a staircase on both sides. So obviously those are way too big for a monster, but maybe a human. So I don't know. There's a lot of mysteries in the Hollow Earth. I guess we'll get it, figured out later on once the movie comes out. So everyone, that's about to wrap it up for this video. My overall thoughts of these figures, and I really enjoy them. They're not like NECA figures, but they are really good for Playmates, and especially for these being $10, except for the 2-packs, of course, but being $10, these are really good quality figures in my opinion, and I really do like these, especially with the Godzilla vs. Kong, and I'm hoping to get more of these later on in the future and hopefully review them on the channel or just do more videos like these. But yeah, I really do enjoy these a lot. And I highly recommend it for any Godzilla, fan or toy collector or whatever. But yeah, here's just a cool little pose I've been doing with these figures. I like how you can stand Shimo up on his hind legs, make him look big, because I think Shimo's supposed to be a pretty big Titan that dwarfs Godzilla and Kong. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys again for the next video. Take care.